Welcome to the CompTIA Security Plus course. In this foundational module, we'll explore the building blocks of information security, which underpin all cybersecurity strategies and practices. You'll learn how key concepts like confidentiality, integrity, and availability, collectively known as the CIA triad. It serves as the core principle for protecting information and systems. We'll also introduce you to cybersecurity frameworks, access control models, and essential roles and responsibilities in a security-focused organization. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a strong conceptual understanding that will support everything else you learn throughout the course. Objectives. This lesson is designed to help you achieve 3 primary learning objectives. 1. Summarize information security concepts. This includes understanding the CIA triad, non-repudiation, and the role of security in preserving trust, accuracy, and access within an organization. 2. Compare and contrast security control types. You'll examine different types of security controls, including managerial, operational, technical, and physical, as well as their functional purposes like prevention, detection, correction, and deterrence. 3. Describe security roles and responsibilities. We'll cover who is responsible for what in an information security program, from the C-level executives like the CIO and CSO to operational teams like the Security Operations Center and incident response teams. Each of these objectives will be supported by real-world examples, frameworks, and review activities to help reinforce your understanding. This topic introduces the core security concepts that are foundational to protecting information systems. We begin with the CIA triad, a model that defines 3 key goals of information security. Confidentiality. This ensures that information is only accessible to individuals who are authorized to see it. Think of it as protecting sensitive data from unauthorized disclosure, whether that's through encryption, access control lists, or secure communication protocols. Integrity. Integrity means maintaining the accuracy and trustworthiness of data. Information must not be altered in unauthorized ways. Methods like hashing and digital signatures help ensure that data hasn't been tampered with during storage or transmission. Availability. This ensures that data and systems are accessible when needed. High availability is critical for business continuity, and it's supported by redundant systems, failover strategies, and regular maintenance. We also introduce non-repudiation, which ensures that individuals cannot deny their actions. This is especially important for accountability, such as proving that a specific user submitted a transaction or changed a file. Digital signatures and secure logs are key tools for achieving non-repudiation. Understanding these principles is the first step toward designing secure systems and enforcing effective security policies. Let's take a closer look at the 4 foundational principles of information security. Confidentiality. Confidentiality is about keeping data private. This is especially important for sensitive information such as personal records, trade secrets, or financial data. Common controls include encryption, strict access permissions, and secure communication protocols like TLS. For example, hospitals enforce confidentiality through HIPAA compliance, ensuring that only authorized staff can access patient records. Integrity. Integrity ensures that data is reliable and unaltered. It must remain exactly as intended, whether stored, processed, or in transit. Integrity controls include checksums, digital signatures, hashing algorithms, like SHA-256, and configuration baselines. Even a single unauthorized change can compromise trust in data. Think about altered financial statements or tampered software updates. Availability. Availability means that systems and data are accessible when needed by authorized users. Organizations maintain availability through failover systems, regular backups, load balancing, and DDoS mitigation strategies. A cyber attack like ransomware directly targets availability by locking users out of their systems. Non-repudiation. This is about proof of actions, ensuring a user cannot deny sending a message, signing a document, or initiating a transaction. Digital signatures, secure audit logs, and timestamping are key to achieving non-repudiation. This is crucial in legal and financial contexts, where accountability must be provable. Together, these principles form the cornerstone of any security program. A cybersecurity framework is a structured approach for managing risk and implementing security controls across an organization. It provides best practices, standards, and guidelines to help businesses protect their systems and data. One widely adopted example is the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. Developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology in the U.S., it consists of 5 core functions. Identify, understand the organization's assets, risks, and resources. Protect, implement controls to secure systems and data. Detect, monitor systems to identify cybersecurity events in real time. Respond, take action to contain and mitigate a detected incident. Recover, restore normal operations, and learn from the incident. Cybersecurity frameworks help organizations standardize their approach to security, improve compliance, and strengthen incident response. They're especially important in regulated industries like healthcare, finance, and critical infrastructure. Other frameworks include ISO 27001, CompTIA, and CIS controls, each with different focuses but similar goals, to create a resilient, secure IT environment. Gap analysis. A gap analysis is a critical tool used to compare an organization's current security posture against its desired or required state. The goal is to identify areas where security practices fall short and need improvement. Here's how the process typically works. Define the standard. Select the framework or baseline you're measuring against. This could be NIST, ISO 27001, CIS benchmarks, or internal policy standards. Assess current state. Document existing policies, controls, processes, and technologies. Identify gaps. Pinpoint where controls are missing, weak, outdated, or non-compliant. Prioritize and plan. Assign risk levels to each gap and create a roadmap to close them, considering cost, impact, and urgency. Track progress. Monitor how well the organization is closing those gaps over time. Gap analysis is an essential part of risk management and security audits. It helps organizations maintain compliance, protect critical assets, and continuously improve their security strategy. For example, after conducting a gap analysis, a company may discover that it lacks multi-factor authentication for remote access, an identified weakness that should be remediated to align with modern security standards. Access control. Access control is a foundational part of cybersecurity. It determines who is allowed to access what, under which conditions, and with what level of privilege. There are 3 main components to understand. Identification. The user claims an identity, usually with a username or user ID. Authentication. The system verifies the user's identity using credentials such as passwords, biometrics, smart cards, or authentication apps. Authorization. Once authenticated, the system determines what the user is permitted to access, such as specific files, applications, or systems. Access control models define how these permissions are applied. Discretionary access control, DAC, the owner of a resource determines who can access it. It's flexible but can be hard to manage securely at scale. Mandatory access control, MAC. Access is based on classifications, like top secret or confidential, and is enforced by strict policies. Role-based access control, RBAC. Users are assigned roles, and permissions are granted based on those roles. For example, a system administrator has different access rights than a standard employee. Attribute-based access control, ABAC. Decisions are made based on a combination of user attributes, resource types, time of access, and more. You'll also hear the term AAA in cybersecurity. Authentication. Authorization. Accounting or auditing. Tracking what users do, such as logins, file access, or configuration changes. Effective access control prevents unauthorized access and limits damage from compromised accounts. Let us recap what we talked about. We explored key topics in information security, starting with the fundamental CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We introduced the cybersecurity framework, which provides a structured approach to managing cybersecurity risks. Conducting a gap analysis helps us identify and address security weaknesses. We also discussed access control mechanisms to protect sensitive data, along with identity and access management, IAM and authentication, authorization, and accounting principles essential for managing user permissions and monitoring access activities. This overview provides a foundation for understanding and implementing robust security strategies. These assisted labs are designed to enhance your practical understanding of the lab's dynamics and system configurations. Pay close attention to the steps of configuration gap analysis, as this skill is crucial for identifying discrepancies within system settings. Engage actively in these exercises to maximize your proficiency in handling practical challenges effectively.